Hey guys, JJ here, and today we're doing a full trailer breakdown on the latest Resident Evil 9 Requiem trailer, the one that officially reveals Leon S. Kennedy. This trailer jumps back and forth through multiple points in time, so we're going to break this down scene by scene. We'll be covering the new villain Victor, the Elpis virus, Easter eggs you might have missed, and much more. So with that being said, let's get right into it. The trailer opens inside the Sanitarium with Grace Ashcroft entering Victor Gideon's room. Victor is immediately unsettling. He's wearing a head contraption, his skin looks gray and lifeless, his physical appearance appears to be actively breaking down. This is important because later in the trailer we briefly see an older photograph of Victor taken shortly after he purchased the Sanitarium, where he looks far less infected. Whatever Victor is suffering from has clearly progressed over time. This gives us early visual context. Victor isn't just running experiments, he may be trying to save himself. We then cut to a police car pulling up to the Wrenwood Hotel. As this happens, we hear a female voice say, "Talk to me." This voice will continue throughout the trailer as Leon's intelligence contact. Many have speculated who this could be. Sherry Birkin, a DSO agent and longtime ally of Leon, Ingrid Hunnigan, Leon's handler in previous games, or even Ashley Graham. Personally, based on the tone and delivery, it sounds most like Sherry Birkin, who canonically works under the DSO alongside Leon. This isn't confirmed, but the speculation is strong. We then see a body covered by a tarp. Based on the way the trailer jumps around, this appears to be after Grace investigates the Wrenwood Hotel, is taken to the Sanitarium, and Leon is now on the scene investigating her disappearance. The trailer makes it very clear this story is non-linear. We flash back again. Grace arrives at the Wrenwood Hotel crime scene, flashing her FBI badge to gain access. This confirms Grace is officially assigned to the case. She's present during the initial investigation, and the trailer will continue bouncing between before and after her disappearance. Next, we see the disturbing shot of what appears to be a police officer holding his own teeth as they fall into his hand. This is likely tied to an early Elpis outbreak, possibly occurring during the initial investigation in the Wrenwood Hotel or when Leon arrives on the scene. This visual becomes very important later. Now we hit a critical moment. Victor's voice says, "Through you, Elpis can finally be set free." As he says this, we see a computer screen displaying Elpis research, including a top secret message with heavily redacted text. One line stands out: "For the sake of Elpis." Whoever sent this message appears to already be intimately familiar with Elpis, suggesting cooperation, not fear. Later in the trailer, we see an older photo of Victor with multiple researchers, including Steve Carell from The Office, just kidding, someone who appears to be a younger FBI agent, Nathan Dempsey. Given Resident Evil's long-standing use of mole characters, this raises the possibility that Dempsey may be acting as a double agent, potentially manipulating Grace into walking directly into Victor's trap. The name Elpis itself is important. In Greek mythology, Elpis represents hope and appears in the story of Pandora's box. Pandora was gifted curiosity and, despite warnings, eventually opened the box, unleashing disease, death, and suffering upon humanity. Only Elpis, hope, remained inside. Grace's story mirrors this. Her curiosity about her mother's death, her assignment to investigate the Wrenwood Hotel, her eventual arrival at the Sanitarium. The case itself becomes Grace's box, something she was never meant to open. Victor believes Grace is the chosen one, not just symbolically, but biologically, due to the daylight vaccine believed to be in her blood passed down from her mother, Alyssa Ashcroft. Grace may unknowingly be the final component needed to fully synthesize Elpis. Now, Road Team member Beggy Bagbag is actually going to be making a video fully breaking this down, so stay tuned for that. We then cut back to the Sanitarium. Grace is pointing her pistol at Victor as he finishes the line, "Set free." This confirms their confrontation happens after she realizes what Victor is and after he reveals his intentions. Now, back outside the Wrenwood Hotel, we see Leon's Porsche parked among police vehicles. This is where we hear the team has settled on a person of interest. Here, we get our first look at Leon's license plate, ND9642. These numbers correspond to every mainline Resident Evil game Leon has starred in, and D is widely speculated to mean end. Not necessarily that Leon will die, but possibly signaling his final chapter. We then see Leon in his car, swapping through photos of Victor on his phone. As the intelligence voice finishes, Victor Gideon. This visually confirms Leon is now actively tracking Victor, not just responding to chaos. We then return to the Sanitarium. Victor is now actively stalking Grace, calling out without her name. Capcom's director has stated Victor was partially inspired by Silence of the Lambs, and the resemblance is clear, both visually and in how Victor taunts his victim. We also get a clear look at Victor's mouth. His original teeth are gone, replaced with implants. This mirrors the earlier scene of the police officer losing his teeth, suggesting Victor is infected with the same virus. Environmental shots of the sanitarium play as the intelligence voice explains Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. This ties Victor directly to Umbrella's collapse and confirms the sanitarium as his long-term base of operations. Leon pulls up to the sanitarium in his Porsche. We then see staff member welcoming someone off screen. Doctor has been expecting you, likely Grace earlier in the timeline. Then we cut back to Leon's car. A sick guitar riff kicks in, the door opens, Leon S. Kennedy steps out. The intelligence voice checks in, "You there, Leon?" This is the trailer's ultimate hype moment. And I have to admit, older Leon looks like a badass, and is definitely the highlight of this trailer for me. Hit that like if you're excited to see the return of Leon Kennedy. We then see Leon driving at high speed through Renwood, likely after learning Grace has been captured. Another flashback, he arrives at the hotel crime scene again. Police cars read WPD, Renwood Police Department, confirming the city name. This is most likely a neighboring city to Raccoon City. We then see photos of the infected, eyes bleeding, turning a glowing yellow. Victor's appearance matches these symptoms. Leon grabs a photo of Victor surrounded by doctors. This is the classic Resident Evil villain behavior, trying to blend in, and yes, Wesker vibes. In this photo, we again see what looks to be a younger Nathan Dempsey, reinforcing the mole theory. We then switch over as Grace is nearly dragged away by a large creature from the demo. Leon fires a shot into the creature's skull, and then multiple times, saving her. We can see that Leon is wielding a Russian RSH-12. This thing is a cannon. Barry Burton would be proud. Previous trailers confirm Leon will give this weapon to Grace, and Leon himself will switch to a different pistol, which we'll cover later in the video. Leon then questions, "FBI, what are you doing here?" This fuels suspicion about Dempsey's involvement. Most importantly, Leon is infected in this shot. We see Elpis spreading across his neck, matching the infection imagery shown later. We then cut to Leon speeding towards Raccoon City. The Welcome to Raccoon City sign is nearly rusted away, visually reinforcing just how much time has passed since the city was wiped out in 1998 by the thermobaric missile. Next, we cut to Leon studying a computer monitor displaying the Elpis infection data, which shows the virus spreading similar to what we've seen on Leon's neck. We then hear Victor say, "Would you like to see what's under the mask?" The line suggests that the infection has done severe damage to Victor's appearance, which explains why he consistently is seen wearing the goggles and headgear. We then cut back to Leon shifting gears in his Porsche and flooring it towards Raccoon City. And let's be honest, that is a beautiful car, and we all know Leon is probably going to crash it. Next, we finally get our best look yet at the intelligence officer. She's monitoring Leon's location via satellite, tracking his movement towards the destroyed Raccoon City. We don't see her face, but we do get a clear look at the back of her head. Blonde hair. Nothing is confirmed, but this only fuels the theory that this could be Sherry Birkin, especially given her DSO connection to Leon. She says, "Don't do anything stupid," as the scene cuts directly to Leon running out in front of a car, which feels like another flashback, likely back to Renwood near the hotel. He loads his revolver, and the trailer cuts to Leon standing in the street, rain pouring down, having just buried his tomahawk in a zombie's head. Bodies are scattered around him. This strongly suggests there was an outbreak at the Renwood Hotel, and if Leon was infected at any point, this feels like the moment it likely happened. We flash forward to modern-day Raccoon City. The crater is visible, but some fans have noticed something interesting. There appears to be a crane near the blast zone. If that's intentional, it could be a callback to the post-credits scene from Resident Evil Outbreak, which showed Umbrella continuing operations at Ground Zero from a crane tower overlooking the crater. If true, that's an insanely deep cut, and I appreciate it. Then we get one of the coolest shots in the entire trailer. Leon stands in the rain, surrounded by bodies, holding his tomahawk. This shot immediately reminds me of the ending of Silent Hill's PT, with Norman Reedus stepping outside of the house. The title Requiem appears, and here's the fun part. If you flip the word Requiem upside down, it spells out Leon. In an earlier interview, the director said there was an Easter egg hidden in the title. It's been there the entire time, right in front of us. The screen fades to black. black, then fades back in. We see gameplay. An Elpis infected doctor starts up a chainsaw and says, "Cut out." Cut back to Leon, who responds with a witty comeback, "I want a second opinion." Leon is still Leon. We then see combat gameplay that confirms several things. We get a look at the HUD. Leon's secondary melee weapon is his tomahawk. There's a durability meter, meaning it can break, similar to RE4 Remake. His pistol appears to be a Sig Sauer P320 Spectra. We get kicks, gunplay, and a brutal dome split. Then the tables turn. Leon picks up a chainsaw and splits an infected doctor clean in half. Cut back to black. And the release date. And there you have it for my full breakdown of the third trailer for Requiem. What did you guys think of this trailer? Are you excited to see Leon return? What did you think about the new virus and Victor as the main villain? Are you excited for Requiem? Let me know down below. And if there was anything in this video you noticed that I missed, also let me know. I'd like to give a shout out to Road Team member Beggy Bag and Chris from Monster Shop for helping me write this breakdown. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and for all the latest Resident Evil 9 news, leaks, theories, make sure to subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and for all the latest Resident Evil 9 Requiem news, make sure to subscribe. The Residents of Evil is a Patreon supported channel and also supported by our YouTube members. So if you'd like to become a member and unlock access to custom badges, emojis, and exclusive live streams, click that join button down below. You can join our survival horror community on Discord, link will be in the description, and I have the Duke here to tell you a little about our sponsor, G Fuel.
Do you have need of anything for the road ahead? The Residents of Evil has expanded its services. Perhaps you're in need of a little pick-me-up. I recommend the G Fuel. You can even get a fair discount if you use the code ROE upon purchase. And as always, we thank you for your patronage, stranger.
As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope to see you back at the Residents of Evil.